You're at a very pivotal point in your life right now where you've been withdrawing your energetic output and being so much more discerning about where you put your energy, who you have in your circle, who you give access to you, because this transformation that you've been going through is deeply personal. It's deeply personal. You're at the precipice of fully stepping into this timeline that you have been creating. All of the seeds that you have been planting from this time last year are now starting to sprout. You've been planting seeds this whole way, and you might be questioning, is this harvest season? I've been working so hard on all these things. Where are the fruits of my labor? But now is the time for you to go inward even more, for you to not recluse in a way of pushing people away from you, but calling back your energy, recalibrating, pivoting, making new decisions, making decisions that come solely from your personal discernment rather than always having the input of outer influences. And there are people in your life that do support you. There are people who you do trust, and you are safe to share yourself and your ideas and your process with the people who you know deep down are genuinely rooting for you, and you have a reciprocal energy exchange. But I can see now there might be a lot of friendships ending. You might be moving soon, changing locations, finding a new job, finding new hobbies, finding a new third space. Just finding new ways of living your life completely new. And it's not like the life you're leaving behind was bad, quote unquote bad, so to say, but you're ready for more. You have this awareness that the life you are currently living simply cannot hold who you are meant to become. And so with that is the cocoon before the blossoming. So this fall, this winter, this period of your life, whatever season it is, it's like a time for you to recenter, a time for you to recalibrate, for you to re-emerge as a newly elevated version of yourself, redefining your standards for yourself. What do you want? Who do you want to be? What direction do you want to go? Those are all these important questions that will set you apart from the crowd, because when you're able to do this level of inner work, you will be gifted with so much more than monetary success, so much more than these worldly possessions. It's so much deeper than that. You are being gifted with wisdom because you are here to lead others. You are literally here to lead others with compassion, with diplomacy, with wisdom. You're a leader and you know that. And so I can see now you are preparing yourself for this new life that you know is about to not necessarily happen overnight, but it feels like nothing is happening until suddenly everything changes. Because this person that you're becoming is meant to leave this old version of you behind. It's like you know that you are meant for so much more. So you're doing the work. And it doesn't feel like this period of time is like that deep, dirty inner work where your hands get dirty, your hands are in the mud, and you're purging. Maybe this is like a soft purge. It's more so like, how can I be more disciplined? How can I be more trustworthy with myself and with the people that I care about in my life? It's like you're writing a love letter to yourself through your actions. It's like you're falling in love with yourself in a whole new way that you've never experienced before, because this level of self-love is like the most spiritual internal rapture that you might have ever experienced. And it's so personal. It feels so private. It feels like something you can only journal about, because words just don't do it justice. Words just don't do this transformation you're going through justice, because it's such a deep feeling in your sacral, in your solar plexus, in your heart. You feel so rooted in yourself at this time that you're becoming this unshakable, unfuckable force of nature, because this foundation of self-love that you are cultivating is not something anyone or any situation can ever take from you. In the past, you might have experienced some shaky grounds where things made you question yourself, made you question your self-worth, made you question your decisions, made you even gaslight yourself into thinking you were being too much or too sensitive or reading too much into something. But I see that now this person that you are, this version of yourself that you have become and you are becoming more of, is a version of you that trusts your instincts and acts on them and knows that every decision is the quote unquote right decision, because you are never off the path. All of this is a part of the path, and you're moving with that inner clarity that is making you magnetic to everything that you are wanting, because it's like now you literally know that you are actually worthy of everything you desire. It's like you're leaving behind this scarcity, this version of yourself that saw other people be successful, saw other people do the things that you want to do, but you just couldn't figure out why you're doing all the actions, you're doing all the things that should, quote unquote, should be leading you towards what it is you're creating. But the only thing that was off was the energetic alignment. It's like tuning a radio dial, finding that right frequency, because as soon as you find that frequency, oh wow, the devil and the Two of Wands. Like, you are on a new wavelength where you are just so aware of all of the ways in which you are holding yourself back, whether that be certain levels of procrastination, self-doubt, feeding into that inner critic, feelings of unworthiness, the imposter syndrome, feeling like this new level that you've gotten to, maybe you aren't meant to be there. When the truth is, you are. Like, the level ups you are going through are real. And so now it is time for you to trust yourself and trust everything you are being gifted. Trust the direction your life is going, because you know that everything is happening as it should be. And this also sounds like relationships. This feels like relationships that were sucking the life out of you. And this is not even romantic relationships solely. This can be relationships with substances, with family members, with something as simple as a coworker. Just a way in which you were giving people access to you in a way that they didn't deserve. And having a compassionate heart is a very beautiful quality, but it can be at your own detriment when you don't learn self-respect and boundaries. When people show you who they are or how they feel about you and you don't resonate with that, it's completely okay for you to withdraw. It's okay for you to take your energy back. And you don't have to go about it in a way that creates any form of chaos or poke at people because they're poking at you. You can simply decide to walk away. Cut them off. Cut them off. They don't deserve access to you anymore. They don't. Because this new version of yourself, like, you're ready for more. And I can also see that the things that you might be seeing online, like the information that you're taking in, you're ready for a higher level of that. Like the affirmations that you were listening to or reading or reciting or whatever, it's time for more. It's time for the next level of that. And I'm not saying don't recite or receive those affirmations, but it's time for a new level of energy work because you've transcended this level, and it's almost like you're standing there a little bit afraid to step forward, but it's like you went from level 1 to level 2 and now you're going to level 3, and it's time for you to start doing not necessarily more, but moving with a different energy. Just moving differently, moving completely differently, moving in a way, a more elevated way. Okay, let's get one final message to close this one out. One final message, please, Spirit. Oh, wow. We have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck and the Four of Wands. Exactly. This level of trust looks really good on you. It looks really good on you. And it is making you so magnetic in a way that you don't even realize about yourself. But you might notice people are looking at you in a different way. People are admiring you in a different way. You're speaking to yourself differently. You're starting to receive, and you are going to receive opportunities that you have been dreaming about. And it's going to happen in ways that your human mind couldn't even fathom. But I see you being so open, so receptive to being taken anywhere the waves want to take you, and know that your success is inevitable. You don't question it anymore. You don't wonder if you're worthy enough. And it's about dissolving the how or when, because these are all stepping stones. All of these things, it's like you're literally going from not trusting yourself to fully trusting and embodying such a discerning, wise individual. And it's making you so attractive, and not necessarily in a physical way. That too, I do see you working on yourself, feeding yourself, pouring into yourself in a new way, in a more intentional way, whether that be you're a person who is physically active. It's not about doing more. It's more so about your mindset, your approach to things, how you feel. It's not about how it looks. It's about how it feels. And that's what the difference is. That's what this whole energetic shift is about. You're going from doubt to fulfillment, lack to abundance, quite literally. And it starts within before it materializes. It's all happening for you. Just keep being you, keep going, keep moving forward. Okay. Peace.